Okay, welcome to the call. We're on January 4th, 2016, and I'm just going to kind of recap the surge. If anyone was able to be on tonight, Laura, were you able to listen in?
No.
Okay, so that is on YouTube, and all you have to do is type in the surge Beachbody 2016, and you'll see it. I think it ran about 2 hours. Um, so definitely listen to that when you get a chance. He talked about the new Shakeology flavor cafe latte that's coming. So if you have people who might be partial to coffee flavored, what else? Success Club trip. I posted about that. So the trip for 2017 is in the Dominican Republic, and the registration for us, because we're not elite yet and we're not other 5-star, that will be January 19th at 9 a.m. Pacific. But they've been known to like open that up a little bit sooner. So I'm always like at the computer ready a little bit before. There is a $300 deposit that is non-refundable. So be prepared for that if you are serious about going. You can also find out more information at Punta Can. I wrote that down wrong. I wrote it down somewhere else too. Now I have to look it up. Punta Can. I'm missing a letter on my notes here. Anyways, I'll find that out and post the link in the page, but there's already a website for it. To find out more information, you can, in January, you hit Success Club, or for every Success Club point, you get a dollar amount, and you get double dollars in January, basically. So I want to say it's like $5 for every Success Club point. But if you, but in January it's doubled. So you can earn up to $500 towards the trip this month. So they cap it off at $500. Anyway, so that's what the cruise is this year. And that's what I have earned all year free. And so we just paid for flight and we have to pay for the hotel a few nights there. But this one in the Dominican Republic is an all-inclusive resort. So food and drinks are all inclusive. And so that's pretty neat. You can earn an extra $750 spending. There's like the bonus cash, and there's some requirements for that. I'll find out the FAQ on that, but it most likely will be if you hit Success Club 5 all 12 months in the year, you get a certain amount, and if you hit 10 all 12 months in the year, then you get a certain amount, or 750 is the max. But you can use that towards your room, or you can use it for other activities at the resort. So that, again, January 19th is registration for that. And hi, Maylin. So the Gold Digger group, Maylin, I'll make sure I plugged you in, and I know you're going to go at your own pace there, but it'll be open even past the 2 weeks. So take your time, do what you can. Oh. Sorry. Ugh. Press the wrong button. Anyways, I'll make sure that you guys are in there this Saturday, Super Saturday. Laura, I know that the closest one I want to say, did we say was like 2 hours or an hour away? In Wyoming somewhere, or Wyoming, right? Yeah, Wyoming. Anyways, I posted the link in our tribe page about Super Saturday and finding the nearest location. Highly recommend going to the live events because you can meet other coaches in your area, but you also get training. Corporate will have a video for training and other announcements. So that's happening this Saturday. It's also an opportunity for you to invite friends locally to join you. Most every Super Saturday also has a workout added to it, but some locations get live trainers, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of live trainers, mark February 13th. If you're close to the eastern Idaho area, Sagi Kalev from Body Beast will be presenting at Fort Hall along with other speakers. So it'll be like a personal development seminar. We're going to have a photo op with him as well as a live workout with him. So that's happening on February 13th. If you happen to be in the area, that's a $25 entry fee. It actually came out to like 27, I think. They had taxes or something on there. I don't know, on Eventbrite. But I don't even know if I posted that in our try page, but I will. So there's a link to that. Okay, coach switch. Some of you have messaged me about having people switch to you, whether as a free customer or they bought something and then they need to switch to you for whatever reason. So there's two ways of going about it. There's a form you can fill out on an FAQ that I'll find out. Or I suggest go to live chat and simply give them the information. You have to have your last four of your social if you haven't been on yet. But you just say, I need to switch a customer to me, and they'll ask you for their email. And then if they've ordered something, you'll need the order number, and that's it. And then they'll switch them over. It used to be that you had to have your person send an email with you carbon copied into that email, so you got a copy of it, and then wait to hear back from them. But now you can just do it via live chat. So that's pretty good. Also on the surge, I'm trying to think of the other things they announced, but there is some training on there as well with challenge groups. So definitely listen to that when you get a chance. And basically it was at like just after dinner. So I plugged in the headphones and I was getting kids ready for bed while listening. So it's something that you could fold clothes and do whatever and listen to. But another thing that they're releasing is 10 packs of Energize. So like if you're traveling and you want to take, like they have packets of Shakeology, they'll have packets of Energize, the pre-workout, and Hydrate, the drink for during your workout. But those are the only two so far that they mentioned. That is it. So those are basically the announcements. Any questions so far? Okay, I know I have Maylin on the phone, and then I have another phone caller in. If you can hear me, tell me who you are so I know.
It's Desiree.
Stephanie?
Desiree.
Desiree. Welcome. Okay, awesome. So I just went over some announcements, but I'll post the links to those things. And we did talk about the Success Club trip, but just like you asked, Desiree, about it being a resort. So you'll just be saving money and earning money towards your hotel, the room. And they did say prices. So the room is $1,200, and then the max that you can earn is $1,200. So you can get that covered, and it is all inclusive. So, and you get to bring a free guest, or you get to bring a guest. So that money that you earn is, it includes you bringing somebody. So that's pretty neat as well. Okay, any questions so far? Not questions on, if you don't have questions on the announcements, do you have any questions about your business at all?
Not yet.
Okay. So what I'm going to talk about today is tracking and power hours, because this can be a time when you might feel overwhelmed, or I know that I have some coaches who don't have a lot of time to put into the business. And so that's where a power hour really comes in super handy. In your welcome email, you should have gotten a link to the coach, or the new coach briefcase, I call it. And in there it has some examples of power hours. So I'm just going to bring those up here. If I can find them. Yeah, you know that goal setting group I'm running that I told you I'd have a file for? I don't. I'm just going day by day, I know. If any of you are doing a goal setting group, let me know and I'll just send you the link before I'm done. I thought I had it pulled up. Here we go. Okay, so it's a Google document. if you need any of these emailed to you, let me know. So I'll just bring up a few, and I'll bring up the ones that I kind of follow. I gave you a lot of examples, but they're all kind of pretty much cover the same thing. There's certain things that you should be doing to build your business and other things that just detract and waste time, like scrolling Facebook. I've taken that off. There's like an app that you can put on Chrome, your Chrome browser, and it will take off the news feed so that every time you log or pull it up to work, you won't be seeing the news feed. Okay, let's try to zoom this in. But this is one that I refer to a lot as I am working each day. Oh, sorry guys. Just keep pressing all kinds of things. Okay. So this one's split into must-dos, may-dos, and then can-dos. So I'm just going to use this as the bulk of what I say, or what a power hour should consist of. So I don't consider my workout and Shakeology a part of the hour that I'm working my business, but it's a habit. I do it every day, and it's still two things that I do consistently. So whether you include your workout that's a half an hour long as your power hour or not, it still needs to get done because you need to be proof the product works because that's one of the vital behaviors. And personal development, I also don't include that in my technical hour, but it is a daily behavior of mine because it's one of the three vitals, again, at least 30 minutes. So this could be reading, it could be listening to audio or podcasts, scrolling Pinterest and looking at quotes doesn't really qualify. Again, this is not like I'm checking in on you and saying, oh, are you doing Pinterest? That doesn't work. I'm not judging you for what you're doing. I'm just recommending that if you want to build this business and, build yourself through personal development, then it goes past looking at quotes. It goes into books. And you think about stretching yourself with personal development. Think about something that you're struggling with, whether it's business related or just personal. It could be confidence or fear. There are books and audiobooks and seminars and tons of personal development out there that you can delve into and really kind of use this to your advantage. I already know that if I wasn't coaching, personal development is something I would do every day anyway, just because I can improve my relationships and just me. So personal development is definitely something that is necessary to be a successful coach. Okay, next one, invite 3 to 5 to a challenge group. And that could be to a paid challenge or a free challenge. But this is more than just you clicking their name on an event page and inviting them through a notification. This means you're talking to them in conversation through messaging or face-to-face or on the phone or texting. But you're actually having a one-on-one with somebody and you're inviting them personally to a challenge group. So this would mean these 3 to 5 people are people that you have been forming with already. You've already been building the relationship with them, finding out about their goals and about their life and their family, and then you're inviting. So there's pre-work to this invite that needs to be happening. The other thing is to invite 2 to 3 to coaching. Now, this is something that I try to do every day. It just depends on the pace of your business. Is maybe you're not at a point to invite 2 to 3 per day, but maybe 2 to 3 per week. But you do need to be talking to people about the business opportunity if you want to build a team, because the only way to build your business is to invite other people to join your team. That's just how it works. And of course, we are multi-level marketing, so that's how you're going to build a business, is by inviting others to join your team. Expand your network. This one's pretty important because you'll get to a point where you think, I don't have anyone else to talk to, or I don't have anyone else to invite. But if you're building your network each day by 3 to 5 people, you will always have people to talk to. And some of the ways that I do that, one of the most important ways is running free groups, because in those free groups, I usually post, one of the challenges is for them, those members, to invite their friends to the group. And the most effective way has been through them getting points and then, earning points to be in a drawing, or whoever gets the most points earns a Shakeology little packet. That recently has been effective for me, but I feel like I don't always need to have a giveaway. I still will put out a post to have people invite their friends, because especially fitness challenges or nutrition challenges are just more fun when there's more engagement and more activities. So I will post in our tribe page what Ashley posted. But she did something along the lines of an $5 Amazon gift card. And she had an image of the Amazon gift card. And she said for her challengers, take this image, post it to your wall, and invite your friends, saying they can earn a $5 or an Amazon gift card. And anyways, that has just helped her expand by 150 people over the weekend. So people are like all about gift cards and free. And if you don't think that you are at a point where you want to start giving away stuff, that's okay. You can still put out the challenge for people to invite, because it is more fun when you're in a group with someone or there's just more engagement, because you're getting more ideas, especially nutrition. You're getting more ideas from other people. So free groups, expand your network. Another way that I've recently been doing is, if you go into Facebook, if you go up here and you type friends of my friends who something, finish that sentence, and it will bring up mutual friends. It will bring up friends of your friends who have the same interest or whatever. So who like trail running or whatever. I put who like running. One would be friends of my friends who are stay-at-home moms, just because that's kind of the audience that I'm appealing to. So then it'll bring up here a list of names of people who are mutual friends. And I go through and what I've done is I check the mutual friends. If there are a lot of coaches as mutual friends, then I know I don't want to necessarily add that person, because I'm not trying to form with people who already have a coach. And so I check that out first. And then I also go to their page just to make sure they're not a coach, because that would be awkward if you didn't go to their page and find out more about them, and then they end up being a coach, but you're sending them a friend request and start forming with them. So those are two of the things that I do. I look at mutual friends and make sure that I don't recognize any coaches, because I'm not out there to prowl and steal people from other people. And then the other thing is I go to their page and just kind of browse the first 5 to 10 posts that they have up and make sure that they're not another coach. And then I just add friend. I click 3 to 5 after doing that research, I add those 3 to 5 people. And then once they send or accept my friend request, and sometimes they don't accept it, but when they do, I go and message them and I say, thanks for accepting my friend request. I know we have a few mutual friends, or we have mutual friends from Modesto, or whatever we have in common. I noticed we have a few mutual friends. And then I pose a question. So lately it's been, are you still living in Modesto, or are you still living in Burley? Because I've chosen maybe friends of my friends who live in Burley or whatever. So I kind of turn it around and pose a question so that they'll respond back. And then I've gotten some really good conversations that way, just forming with people, just finding out more about them. How long have you been in Burley? Did you grow up there? So that's just where conversations start. And then they'll start to see my new stuff that I'm posting. And in fact, just the other night, it was a kind of a referral, but a girl that I've been forming with and talking with and inviting, she sent me a screenshot of her cousin's post, and the cousin said something like, oh, I just don't feel happy anymore. I need to lose weight. And so this girl's like, hey, you should talk to my cousin. I think she might want to try your stuff. And so so I sent her a friend request and she accepted, but I just want to make sure that if that happens to you, don't right away be like, hey, I noticed you wanted to lose weight or whatever. And I know you guys wouldn't do this, but I'm just saying, just in case. But I just said, thanks for accepting my friend request. I noticed we have a few mutual friends. Are you, and she was from Burley. And so I said, did you grow up in Burley? And so I just started forming with her, right? And then I happened to put out a post, a call to action post. And she was the first person to respond and was like, I need this. And so now we're at the point where she's going to buy a challenge pack on Thursday. And this will happen in one day's time. Like, she was looking for a solution. I made this post and she saw it and she responded. And so now, so that's why the power of expanding your network, and referrals are awesome. And it was great. I was grateful for this girl saying, hey, my cousin needs help. But just friend requesting people 3 to 5, if you throw out 20 invites in one day, most likely Facebook is going to block you. You'll be in Facebook jail because that's spammy, and people who do that are creepers who throw out a ton of invites trying to make friends with people. Anyways, so don't go in Facebook jail, because then you won't be able to post and stuff. So expand your network. Let's go back to that. And keep your inbox at 0 all day. And that's going to be one of the challenges in this goal digger group, is for you to evaluate at like noon, is your inbox empty? Again, at 3, is it empty? That just shows good customer service, that you're responding to messages. And that does not mean that you have to be on your computer all day, and as soon as you get a message, you respond. You set your own hours, and when you're on the computer working, respond to those emails if you're at your power hour and that's on your list of things to do. If it's not on your list of things to do, don't even open up your inbox, and don't even get in conversation with people. Do it when you're able to respond and it's your time, because this is your business and you're regulating hours. But you don't want to be strapped down to the computer and have people think that as soon as they message you, they're going to get a response. It's just like any business. You're not going to get a response right away. So responding within 24 hours is still good customer service. Okay, post to social media 2 to 3 times a day. That 2 to 3, I recommend 3 to 5. That shows consistency, because if you're choosing, like we talked about on the last call about posting, if you choose your 5 topics, 4 to 5 topics, and you're consistent with those, people are going to be expecting them. And so when you get to a day where you only post one time, they're like, hey, where'd you go? Did you get your workout in? Because I've been following you, kind of idea. So be consistent with your posting and make sure that you're sharing the program that you're following. It's important that you're following a program, and because people are going to follow your journey. But if you're bouncing around and randomly doing this and that, you're not showing how effective that these programs can be by following the whole program. Okay. Check in with your current clients and challengers. So what I am getting organized with is in my binder. I have a list of my coaches, I have a list of my clients, and then I have a list of my free group members, because those are the people that I definitely want to be forming with all month, those people who are in my free groups, because those are going to be my future challengers that I'm going to invite. So I want to make sure I'm building relationships with them. I want to make sure I'm checking in with my current challengers and clients. I usually do that at least once a week, especially if I don't see them participating in the challenge group. And then I can keep track in my binder here for when I contacted them, and know that I want to at least contact them once a week. And then check into coach groups. So once you start creating your own team and you have your own personally sponsored team page, then you'll check in there, of course. And then reach out to your personally sponsored coaches. So like with you guys, we meet up for our weekly team calls, but I know I need to do better. So like once a week, my goal is to make sure that I contact you guys once a week and just check in and make sure you don't need anything, or if you have questions or concerns, or you need help with a post or running a group or what have you. The other thing that I've been doing, and I need to get that up, but this has been crazy this week, and I'm not doing it till next week, but is our one-on-one calls. I think those are super effective, and it just gives us a chance. Like we can get personal. You ask me whatever you need to, but we'll keep doing those one-on-one calls once a month. Okay, May dues are, I gotta expand this. I can't even see it. Okay, so after you've completed the majority of, or no, after you've completed all of these must-dos, because these must-dos are really what's going to move your business forward. When you get into these may-dos and can-dos, those are great, but they're not necessarily business-building activities, especially ones that you need to be doing every day. Okay, so that includes like listening to trainings, getting in the online office for resources, when you're scheduling posts. Those are not the activities that are going to move your business forward. Yes, they're important, but only after you've done the vital things. And other things like blogs and making videos, those are can-dos. So if you finish, it's like in class. If you finish this, then you can do this. So I like this one for that reason, because there's a lot of great things you can do to build your business, but just like it says here, work smarter, not harder. For some coaches, it helps to set a timer. So for each of these activities, besides workout, Shakeology, personal development, for the inviting portion and expanding your network, if you were to set a timer, that would help you stay within your hour or your half an hour or whatever block of time that you have to sit down at the computer and work. I highly recommend that. I know it helps me in the morning to stay focused and make sure that I get everything done before I have to get ready and the boys are up in school and whatnot. So setting a timer is helpful as well. All right, let me figure out how to get out of this one. Maybe I can't. There's the X. Okay. Another one that I follow. Let's see if it's this one. Yes. So again, you're going to hear similar things to the other one. Read or personal development, proof of the product. So workout and Shakeology. Hi, Jessica. And then do at least 2 exposures. So exposures are just like exposing people to the business or to a challenge. So that's what that means, just different wording. Posting to social media. Okay, here's one that you could add. Call or text one person and encourage them. So stepping away from the computer, but using text to talk to somebody and just mixing it up there. Follow-ups on the phone, Facebook, or email. Answer all business-related emails and messages. So clearing your inbox, checking into your coach groups and your challenge groups, checking the online office for breaking news. Okay, we might have to go into that. Oh, I just want you to know I'm doing this as long as this will let me. So 10 more minutes, and then I'll let you guys go. Listening to the National Wake Up Call, that's important as well. I hope that you're all able to get on Monday mornings and listen in to those calls. There's training, there's motivation, you hear recognition. So it's just, that's one of the things that was in your welcome email that, again, it's not something like I'm going to be on your back if you're not doing it, but if you're serious about this business, that's one thing that you want to be doing each Monday. Team calls as often as you can. I know I chose a time because it worked for me, and this 9 o'clock time doesn't work for you every week, and that's okay. And that's why I'm starting to record these so that you can listen later. So those are adjustable, of course. And then Thursday night tribe calls, the big tribe calls, those are more training related. And even I hop on those because I am constantly learning. And this is a business where you're constantly learning. There's so much you could be doing. And it doesn't mean that every time you learn a new thing, you need to stop what you're doing and switch and do that. But it gives you insight into things that you could change potentially. And if they don't work for you, try something else. So definitely recommend Thursday evening calls, 8:30 as well. Okay, local training, Super Saturdays, team retreats, because we're going to have a team retreats. I'm telling you, this is the year. And it's only my second year, but I don't doubt that we can get to a point where we can have team retreats. Summit, that's happening in July. Hopefully you've signed up to be on the wait list for that, because there's still potential for you to get off the wait list, even if you sign up today. Okay, so I'll let you guys go browse these. If you need the link again, it should be in your welcome email, but if you don't have it, let me know. And there's still these other examples for power hours. So your goal is to make sure you set business hours and stick to that time so you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't feel like you're stuck to the computer all day, because that's not what this is about. We all have families and there's priorities. You need to set your priorities and make sure that if you're serious about the business, then you just set the hours that you're sticking to and you just go at that pace, because that's what works for you. Okay, let's hop over to the online office real fast, just because I saw something about it. And I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it. Sorry, I need to move this. But in case you haven't, this is something super important too. Okay. Oh, did I talk about, Laura, when we first were on, did I talk about switching? I can't remember. Get on live chat to switch people over. Yes, I think we did.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Okay, so one thing you want to be doing every day is obviously checking into your online office. And a few things you want to be peeking at. Okay, so check out the breaking news here on the right. See right here, you can click here and get onto the surge and listen to that recording. Just different things, like it has the challenge pack promos here. I also have those listed in the page. I need to set up new announcements for January. Sorry guys, I gotta write it down or I'll forget. But anyways, you'll see the challenge packs in our Tribe page as well. But just check out this right side every day. If you have orders, make sure that you're checking here to make sure that Success Club points went through. I am constantly checking for new customers, especially once you start to qualify for leads, because once you get these customers, you want to send them an email within 24 or 48 hours, because they are assigned you as their coach, and that's what they get for signing up. So show up for them. Check for new emails. There's a few things here like rank. Okay, if you have coaches whose rank changed, that's important, because then you can follow up with them, and maybe their card was declined because it was expired or something and they weren't aware of it. So check over here. If you need me or Ashley, our information's over here. Your coach ID. One of the things, I think all of you have it set up, but make sure that if you haven't done it, you go to My EFT and you set up your direct deposit, because once you do have people start ordering, you're going to get commission and you're going to want it deposited straight into your bank account versus getting a paper check, because they charge for paper checks too, and then it takes a week or whatever. And if you're questioning if someone got switched over to you, you can go to My Business, My Customers. You can check your earnings and your commissions for the following week, because the week ends, but you don't get paid for that week until a whole week later. So it's just like a week behind. Once you do hit Success Club, you're going to want to go here, My Qualifications, My Success Club, and My Lead Program, because there's a few things that you'll want to check and make sure that they are going through. So maybe not this one. What did I just go to? My Business, My Qualifications, and My Lead Program qualifications. So once you hit Success Club 5 and you get those free leads, you're going to want to go here and make sure everything says yes so that you qualify. Make sure your Team Beachbody profile, before and after picture is up. You have Emerald rank. You can't qualify until you're Emerald. Your business fee, the $16, is paid. So this will be somewhere that you'll want to check. What else? Okay, so I do have a Coach Basics group. I only have one person in there right now. I would love to have all of you go through Coach Basics. And it's basically the training that you find here, and I just put it into a Facebook group. But you can go here for any trainings. Like if you're like, dude, I want to go Emerald. I'm going to learn more about Emerald, and I'm going to move. I could have a Facebook group for you, and there are groups available I can plug you into. So if you ever want to be into one of these push groups so you can move in advanced rank, let me know. Otherwise, all of the training is here. Like I said, I just pulled it and put it into a Facebook group, copied and pasted, but it's all here. So this is a self-motivated or help me out here. This is a self-propelled business, a self whatever, you get the picture. You go at your own pace and you can move if you want to move. So it's all available to you here. And if you ever have questions on where to find something, I can help you with that. But I'm done talking for tonight. Again, there's so much that we could talk about. So I'll turn it back to you guys if you have any questions. P.S. Thanks for being on the call tonight. Okay, sounds great. Listen to the surge when you get a chance. Just plug it in. And oh, I didn't talk about tracking. I'll talk about that next week. Basically, keep track of who you talk to. It's super important that you follow up with people. And if you say you're going to follow up, but just keeping track of people so you know that you can talk to them in a few weeks and maybe throw out an invite after you've formed with them. But yeah, so we'll talk about that next time because I'm tired, as I'm sure all of you are. Okay. I'm going to put up a schedule for one-on-ones for next week. So hopefully things die down this week. It's a crazy week. So anywho, okay, that's it. Thanks, ladies, for being on.
Thank you.